Good morning, everyone. Afternoon, actually. So it's the 1st of January. Got up nice and early this morning. Sorted a few things out at the other house. Decided to come here today and start. So I came down about 10 o'clock. Forgot the house key. Had to go back. Forgot the camera. Had to go back. Got here. No SD card in the camera, so I wasn't going back again. Um, yeah, so I've got a few bits done. Not a great deal. So it's day two. I've bought my tape with me. Going to be doing more measuring, and we'll do a like a SketchUp file like we did before, just so we can measure out and kind of pretty much accurately determine how much of each material we're going to need. We can obviously change designs, do things like that as we enjoy doing. Bought a few other things with me. Just basic hand tools, but I've also got my daily vitamins. Let's do it. So I did a few hours yesterday. For those that don't remember, there was a wall, a wooden structure here with a small gate. That's all here. None of it's really any good for what we need. So that will all be cut up and go in the fire. I also took out these timbers, which were just where the ladder is now. It was a structure coming from all the way to the left to the right, and it was pretty knackered. So I've taken those down, going to cut them in half and store them in the big barn for now. We'll see. We did also manage to find some decent bits of timber. We've got some, what is that? I think it's probably cherry. We've got some oak. You know, most of it's a bit old and knackered. But if we want to make a cool shelf, something like that, it's worth having around. We like the rustic look, so I will be saving what we can. Loads of firewood over there, ready to go. And over in the big barn, I don't know if the light will pick this up, but we've got a ton of old bits of wood. A lot of it is cherry, a bit of walnut in there, and a load of oak. So if it's usable, I'll use it. If it's not, we'll go in fire. So first plan for this morning is move all of this firewood through that door into the big barn. It was stacked here anyway, but I really want to see the space. I want to get it clear and see exactly what we're working with. I also want to remove all this chain link at the top. It's just nailed in, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Got the ladder here now. And maybe we'll try and dismantle this. My neighbour said it was for storing grain. I think probably either for the pigs that were at the back or goats. It's a bit knackered again, unfortunately. It could have been a really cool piece, but we'll save what we can. Yeah, that's probably all I'm going to get done today. Be here for a couple of hours, go back for lunch, and then maybe come back this afternoon. Who knows? So I'll set up the camera and yeah, just follow what I'm doing. Okay, so about 5 minutes later, maybe 10, that is the firewood all chucked in here. We've got to go through, I don't even know if this will pick it up. We've got to go through this whole barn, this whole part of the building. So at the moment, we're just going to put all of the wood in there and come through and process it. Probably in the spring when the weather's a bit nicer and when we can store it outside. A little tip with your firewood, normally if you order it in, it will come probably 1 metre long and you'll have to cut that down and split it yourself. I believe in our area it's 50 lev a cubic metre. Our neighbour gets 5 cubic metres, and that lasts him about 3 years. But what you will have to do is season the wood. If you cut it and use it straight away, it's just too wet. Excuse me. It's just too wet, and yeah, you'll burn through it in a season. So make sure you've got somewhere to store it, dry it out, make it nice, and it will last you a lot longer. Keep the bark from the oak. It burns at a really high temperature. So once it's dry, it's amazing. Keep it. Also found an old hand plane. I'm finding lots of copper cable, lots of copper wire. This stuff is probably 4 mil thick. It's about, it's probably about a kilo there. So that's a tenner in scrap. So that there is the old village sign. Awesome, definitely keeping that and going up on the wall. And there's actually another one there. They're really rotted out, but they're so cool. So cool. No bullet holes in these ones, but still cool. So that looks a little bit clearer now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the beam going across. It's non-supporting, it's just there for the chain link. So I'll take that out so we can see full height, hopefully get rid of the chain link, but I don't know if I can move that unit by myself. May need to wait until Em gets here, if she comes later. If not, I suppose I can do it from the outside with the ladder, we'll see. that's enough for this morning, I think. It's just coming up to midday, so I'm going to head home, have some lunch, and yeah, maybe come back later on.
Okay, so I've just come up to the house with Hudson. See what Lee's been working on. So it looks great. All this kind of, I guess, makeshift wall along here and along here has all been cleared, and also this back section here, this has all been cleared down, cleared out what will be the bathrooms. It's really great, we can get an idea of the space. And this is going to be like, we're thinking of like an open plan desk for me and Hudson and Lee to work at, so that'll be a nice view from there. So it's great, yeah, it's nice to see it all opened up. So Lee's just sort of dismantling this unit apart here. So just to give you a bit of an idea of what we're thinking, I'm going to come this way. This will be the kitchen diner. We're going to look to get some permission to extend it here so we can have a little lounge. Where the ladder is there, the back will be bathroom. And as I said just in that video, this will probably be like a little office space. Just having a nose about what's actually inside this big unit. Oh, if it wasn't for woodworm, these sort of things would be great kitchen islands and stuff, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but that's like even this has got a nice quilted pattern on the oak. So I might be able to use it for something.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's always worth. Oh, it's just put in there. No gold, anyone. No gold, maybe. Guys.
I did find some copper earlier.
Ah.
Yeah, this is all burning.
Okay. So Lee's just obviously emptying this so we can actually... I say we, it's never we when you've got a little one in your hands. Yeah, so we can get this all moved out. I'll come back round here. Ooh. You're a heavy monster, you are. I said he's a heavy monster. He's walking, pottering about, but not stable enough to be just sort of let loose in any of this environment yet. Needs to be in a safe space.
That's good for the chickens.
Oh, is it? What is it, like hay?
I don't know. It's like looks like a seed shell.
Oh, like kernels. Repeat what you said.
I was just saying about the grain. We've got this lovely quilting, almost spotty in the oak. It's not very nice from this side, but from this side we can definitely plane it and salvage it. Lovely.
Good.
Yeah.
These are quite common finds in these old barns, like loads of metal bits and bobs.
Yeah, old nails, hinges. But yeah, just try and save some of the cool looking bits. Maybe we'll use them for something. Saves throwing them away.
Why would you ever need to keep a load of rusty bent nails?
I don't know. There's another box over there as well. Yeah, it's crazy. Everywhere. There was loads in our other place as well, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Like outdated plumbing fittings
and
stuff like that. It's just of no use to
I mean, obviously they must, at the time, you know, wanted to keep everything.
Maybe I can melt them down.
Maybe. Yeah.
Something else.
Hudson and I are just going to go for a little walk. Got the old lawn drop down there. Little old... our neighbour said that these, I'll come through and then film it back. Oh, I have to be careful, I've got things poking at my head. Right, we've just walked through there. So the neighbour said that these used to be pig sties, and because they're slightly on an incline, and you'll see like the drain, if you like, in front, so they would, all the pig poo would then move down and get washed away in the rain, and also help fertilise the garden apparently. So these would have been the pigsties. It's a lovely sunny day today. So, looking forward to finding out what all the trees are. We know there's pear, apple, plums from all the discarded fruit. Be some amazing blossoms when it's that time of year. So we've got the vines. We'll definitely get into some winemaking. And yeah, this is ever so peaceful here. So very peaceful. So the only negative, in my opinion, is that when you're standing in the garden you can see neighbour's house over there, and there's an old hotel opposite. It's not in use at the minute. I mean, it's owned by someone, but it's not an operating hotel. So it would be nice to build up a wall or something here so we can't see anyone and no one can see us. That's something I particularly liked about our current house, is that it's very private. But this is private and it's very quiet. And we've still got some lovely views there.